Hey guys, Dr. Ryan Simmons here, and I'm talking to you from a slightly different angle today because I got a lot to do. I don't know about you guys. The end of the year always is really busy for me, so that's what I kind of want to talk about. Cultures and issues that we have that create stress in your environment. So there are three things that really get to me this time of year, and usually just any time of the year, when it comes to work and cultures that may have some issues that need to be worked on. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. I really like to have tighter deadlines. I like to get things done. It's what keeps me motivated. But we're here to talk about things that don't keep you motivated. So the first one of those three is going to be a culture of overwork. Now, if you've been in a culture of overwork, you know the signs. You've got too much on your plate, your schedule is full, or you're just not able to meet your deadlines because of all the things that need to happen. Even though we try to avoid this by trying to bring in more people and trying to lessen our schedule, sometimes the demands are just the demands. And sometimes bringing on more people is actually more of a headache than it's worth. You have to bring them up to speed, make sure to meet with them so that they're doing work that you need them to do, that they truly understood what you've asked them to do. It can just be a lot. And cultures of overwork start with people at the top. Now, we know that you like to keep overhead low, but you really do need enough people to get the work done. And having too much work isn't necessarily a problem. That's why we have contingent workforces and consultants and all these other people that can help you out with things. It doesn't necessarily mean bringing out an extra head count, though it does mean making sure to spend the right money so that things get done properly. Once you've successfully tried to break people of the habit of overwork in your organization at the top, it really does need to be trickled down and enforced as you go down the hierarchy. So that's overwork. How about today we talk also about toxic people? Now, if you've ever worked in an environment where you haven't had a lot of toxic people, I really appreciate that, and tell me where that is, because I may want to apply in the next 5 or 10 years, because I've run into a lot of cultures that tend to breed toxic people. Now, toxic people tend to stay in organizations where they're comfortable. It's also in organizations that reward the wrong things. So if somebody who's hardworking and is a high potential decides to leave an organization, that actually reinforces the people who are getting work done, but maybe not getting it done the best way. And the way I tend to talk about this, the people who are toxic tend to be the ones that look great on paper and get the work done, but how they get it done tends to weed out a lot of people. So if you have managers and directors that are having high turnover numbers, that's a really good indicator that people are leaving because of that person. They may be toxic. Another great way to identify those folks, exit interviews. If you're not doing exit interviews, I suggest highly that your organization start immediately. There are a lot of great examples and a lot of great information you can get out of those too. The third that I'm going to talk about is one I kind of touched on a little bit already, and that's a culture that doesn't reinforce things well or reinforces the wrong things. When you reinforce the right things, you're going to see productivity go up, you're going to see profitability go up, you're going to see more clients coming in. When you reinforce the wrong things, you're going to see a decrease in quality. You're possibly going to see a high turnover as well of people that you either deem as good workers or high potential workers. If people are moving themselves off the bus faster than you move them off the bus, you may have a problem. One of the biggest problems that I hear from people is either toxic work environment, like we just got done talking about, or they're just not getting paid enough. Pay is important, and in this country, we're still not paying what we should for the work being done. We haven't kept up with inflation. That's an issue. To keep workers happy and motivated, we need to pay enough to take money off of the table as an issue so that we can start addressing some of those other things that are big motivators for people that has nothing to do with that base level of pay. All right, guys, it's the holiday season. I'm not going to take up too much of your time because if you're like me, you're super busy as well. So until next time, I'm Dr. Ryan Simmons, and I'll see you out there.